The easiest and the fastest way to learn piano is through chords. And I'm going to prove it to you in the next 10 minutes or so. Hi, this is Dwayne, and I want to welcome you to this short video about how to play the piano using chords. Now, I don't recommend that you use chords exclusively, but if you're an adult and you're pressed for time and you don't want to take lessons and so on, then you can learn some chord playing that will put you in good stead, and you can play for yourself, amuse yourself, amaze your friends, and so on. Okay. Now, for those of you that have children, I would recommend that you give your children piano lessons. Okay. But let's say you're an adult and you just want to play for your own amazement or your own relaxation. Then there's a way to do it, and it's called chord piano. Now, let me show you real quickly how this works. A lot of songs, all songs are made out of melodies, tunes, and those tunes are made out of notes. Let's take the familiar song, When the Saints Go Marching In. It goes like this. Did you notice something about that? It just has 5 notes and I have 5 fingers. How handy, okay? Now, not every melody just has 5 notes, but you can start out with simple melodies that have just a few melody notes, okay? So, would that be hard to learn? No, you could pick that out by ear because you know that all the melody is within the parameters of those 5 notes, okay? And there's just 5 fingers. So you could easily do that. You start on C, on the bottom note, go up to E, F, G, and so on. And you don't even need to know the names of the notes. It helps if you do, but you don't have to, okay? You can just pick it out. Now, in the left hand, we provide melody with the right hand. In the left hand, we provide harmony, and that harmony takes the form of chords. And you need to know this, that there's only 3 chords in most songs that are the most used chords, and you can harmonize most melodies with just those 3 chords. Now, I don't say all melodies, but you can harmonize a lot of melodies with just those 3 chords. And those 3 chords they're called Roman numeral 1, Roman numeral 4, and Roman numeral 5. But for the purpose of When the Saints Go Marching In, let me just show you the 3 chords. That's the first chord. It's called the C chord. It's every other note up from C. C, E, G. Okay? So what we can do is we can match the melody in the right hand with those 3 chords. Listen. Okay, and then it's not a very big step to add a little bit of rhythm. Music is really made out of 3 things: melody, chords, and rhythm. So watch this. What am I doing? I'm echoing the rhythm of the melody, aren't I? Oh, when the saints go marching in, go marching in. You see that? Now that's not too hard, is it? You could probably figure that out in just a few minutes. Maybe in a half hour you could be playing that first phrase. So let me slow down and do it so you can watch it. Oh, when the saints go marching in, marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching. See, what I'm doing there is 1 note, 1 chord, 1 note, 1 chord, 1 chord. See that? It just answers. It's an echo, isn't it? Again, a rhythmic echo. Now, the next note is D, and that doesn't go well with the C chord, does it? So we have to change it to the 5 chord, or the 5-7 chord. You don't need to understand that right now. But for now, just leave your finger on G, put your index finger on F, and put your little finger down on B. See, there's the C chord, and there's the G7th chord. So it's very, very close. You don't have to move your fingers hardly at all. The thumb stays where it is, and your second finger plays F, and your pinky plays B. Okay? So let's take it that far. Oh, when the saints. Okay, again, I'm echoing the rhythm of the melody. Oh, marching in. Oh, I want to be in that number. Now, the next note is F, and that's not a member of the C chord either. So we have to play a chord that's a member of, okay? And so the 3rd chord that I want you to learn is the F chord. And that's easy because you'll keep your little finger on C and you move up to F and A. top two notes of the C chord, up one white key each. Okay, and that's all. Now we've just learned all the chords in the song. When the go marching in. So when the melody is basically one of these three notes, you play the C chord. When the melody is D, you play the G7th chord, because that matches. Actually, you can put the D in there if you wanted to, but that's a little bit hard for beginners, so I'd leave that note out. You can put it in if you want to, though. And when the note is F, when the melody note is F, you play the F chord, okay? So just three chords in the left hand. C, G7, C, and F. Practice that a little bit, just going back and forth between those chords. C, G7, C, F, C, G7, C, F. Okay, let's play it all the way through now. So we've just played the entire song with 5 fingers in the right hand and 3 fingers basically in the left hand, 3 different chords, but using 3 different fingers. Okay, is that easy or what? Yes, it is, and there's many songs that can be played that way. If you wanted to play Silent Night, for example, if Christmas is coming up, and if you want to play Silent Night, you could use those same 3 chords. The melody would be a little different. Let me just play it so you'll know. G7th chord when the note is D or B. Now back to C. Now when the note's A, that doesn't fit in the chord, but it fits in the F chord. And so on. And there's a ton of songs that you can play with just those 3 chords and just pick it out in the right hand, kind of by ear. You have to kind of use your ear along with your knowledge of chords and so on. Notice too, my fingers when I play are curved, aren't they? They're kind of like I call it parachute position. If you came down in a parachute and landed on the keys, your fingers would be curved. It's a lot easier to play with curved fingers than flat fingers, okay? It's like running. No runner would run with stiff knees, right? So just keep your fingers curved. And sit in the middle of the keyboard with your belly button more or less pointed at whatever it says there. Mine says Yamaha, but pointed at middle C, say. Just center yourself in the middle of the piano and make it easier. Don't sit it way over to the side. Okay. All right, so that's a way you can get started on chord piano. Now, do you have to stay there? No, of course not. There's a million variations to chord piano. You can take it a lot further. You could go like this. You see, that's called swing bass. Or you could take it further and go like this. See, there's all kinds of variations you can do, but it's all built on chords, and you can take it step by step to get to that point. If you're interested in something like that, then be sure to go over to my site called Chord Piano. That's www.chordpiano, CHORDPIANO, all word, .com, and read about that and listen to me explain it, okay? Because that'll get you started in a hurry. Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time for this brief introduction on how chords work. And remember, the easiest and fastest way to learn piano is through chords. But don't stay there. Don't be satisfied. Learn all you can about chords and then come in the back door of music and learn how to read and so on. But that's down the road. So thanks for being with me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.